you're watching this video, then you should have taken notes on Pythagoras Theorem, and this will check whether you can use Pythagoras Theorem to find the hypotenuse or to find a short side. What I'd like you to do is to do from part A to F, and then you can forward it on to mark it. The answers will be in the next couple of seconds after I stop speaking, and if you get them right you can move on. If you get them wrong, check through and then maybe do an extra few, maybe do G, H and I before moving on to the last part of the video. As promised, here are the answers, so go back and check your work. If you've got it all right, then you're ready to move on. If you've got some of them wrong, maybe message your teacher, ask them for some help, or if you know your mistakes, maybe just try and do an extra couple of questions, maybe G, H and I, before moving on to the next part of the video. Okay, so now you should be confident with just applying Pythagoras Theorem to simple, straightforward triangles. These questions here for your notes are just to give you some examples of where Pythagoras Theorem could be applied. It's not always obvious, especially when questions are worded. So what you want to do is basically get triangles like you had in the previous exercise. So let's look at this one. A rectangle is 20 centimeters long and 8 centimeters wide. Find the length of the diagonal of the rectangle. Well, at the minute, you'd have probably no idea how Pythagoras Theorem would be used or why it's even in this question. So what you need to do is draw out the worded question and it'll make more sense. We've got a 20 centimeter long rectangle that is 8 centimeters wide, and we have to find the length of the diagonal. Both diagonals are the same length, so it doesn't matter which one. Obviously a ruler would be useful too. And that's a right angle triangle. You can see hopefully inside. I'll trace it out as well. And now hopefully it's more obvious why this is in Pythagoras Theorem, because the diagonal is also the hypotenuse. Remember, the theorem is the hypotenuse squared is the sum of the squares of the shorter two sides. So in this case, we want to work out the hypotenuse squared, the diagonal, so h squared, and that would equal the short side, let's say 20 squared, and the other short side is 8 squared. And if we work that out, we get 464. And then to work out, if you know what the hypotenuse squared is, you square root it to get the value of the hypotenuse. And you end up to, let's go to one decimal place. The hypotenuse is 21.5 centimeters. Next example, we have an airplane is flying from Redville to Leek. The airplane flies 50 miles east and then 180 miles south. How far is Leek from Redville directly? So again, we want to try and draw this so we can see how we could use Pythagoras Theorem to find the distance from Leek to Redville. So the airplane flies 50 miles east. So let's go east. That would be to the right, take that to the east. 50 miles. Then 180 miles south or downwards. 180. And you can see they're at a right angle to each other. And we started off at Redville and we ended up at Leek. So the distance between those two would be this red line here. And you can see again we've got a triangle formed, and that red line, the distance from Redville to Leek, would be the longest side. It would be the hypotenuse. So we get our formula. And we know from Pythagoras Theorem that the hypotenuse squared is equal to the sum of the squares on the shorter two sides. So the hypotenuse squared, h squared, would be the short side squared, 50 squared, plus the other short side squared, 180 squared. Put that in your calculator and you get 34900. So you square root that number to get what the hypotenuse is. And if you square root that, you get to one decimal place, 186.8 8. It's going to say centimeters, but we must read the question. This is miles. Okay. And final example, we have a frame is made from wire. The frame is a trapezium, so it's drawn out over here for us. Calculate the total amount of wire needed to make the frame. So to make the frame, we would have to add up all these sides, but we don't have this side here. We also don't have a triangle though, to use Pythagoras Theorem to get that side, but we can make a triangle. And if we make a triangle, see that red one there I've drawn? Not very well. Let's put that a bit bigger over here. The base of that triangle will be 12. It matches up with the base of the quadrilateral. And then we need to know this height. How high is the triangle? It's 14, the whole this side of the trapezium is 14, and it's only 8 to there, which means this difference would be 6. And I drew a right angle triangle there, so again, we've got this hypotenuse we can work out. So just quickly, h squared would be 6 squared plus 12 squared, 144, 180. And the hypotenuse is the square root of that. And that gives 13.4 for the length of that side. And that question, always go back to read the question at the end. Calculate the amount of wire needed to make the frame. That's all the sides add together, which is the perimeter of that shape. So that will be the side we just worked out, plus the 8, plus the 12, plus the 14. And that gives 47.4 centimeters. So overall advice for this exercise is to try and draw it out, and so you can then use Pythagoras.